What's up, YouTube? I'm Z, and this channel shows you the world through my lens. All right, I apologize about the last one. I tried to do that. I had just come home from work. I spent about an hour with my son kind of playing so my wife could go to the gym, and then I put him down for his nap, and then I thought I'd record it real quick. But I think I was just too tired. Plus, I hadn't eaten in I don't know. Usually what I do is I don't eat much through the day, and then I eat like a big meal at night, just like with my training and stuff. And I think it's just easier for me. Anyways, doesn't matter. I was tired. I was hungry, and I think I didn't do as good of a job as I would have wanted to on the last one. So I apologize about that. For that reason, that was gonna be the last YoungBoy one I was gonna record tonight. But you know what? I'm gonna do one more just because I feel bad that I didn't give it as good of a job as I wish I would have. So I'm going to try to do this one. This I saw recommended by multiple people. As I said in my other videos, guys, I'm getting so many requests. I really appreciate it. I probably have like 50 YoungBoy songs alone that are being requested right now. I'm going to do my best to get to them, but 50 videos is a lot, right? So I'm just going to try, my goal is to try and do a couple videos a day. And then on the weekend, when I'm home from work, I'll be able to do a lot more. So that's the plan. And then hopefully start chipping away at this. I really appreciate the support. You guys have been super awesome so far. Everyone's been really friendly. I think most of the comments have just been really supportive, really, really friendly about everything. And that's actually making my journey and my discovery of this artist more enjoyable. So I really appreciate that, guys. Thank you so much. Let's get into it. This is YoungBoy, Preach. I don't know any background, but it does say it's 4 years old. So this is an older one. Let's check it out.
DJ Swift on the tour. And I turned the preacher daughter bad. I think I'm a devil. These niggas know what up, you know I'm bowed up. I'm in the streets, I keep that heat, you know that I be stepping. I miss the north just like my granny, my heart and them trends. Yo, that I be stepping. I miss the north just like my granny, my heart and them trends. Yo, girl gon' cheat on you for nothing, so I'm done with these bitches. I think about it every minute, ain't stopping my mission. On my payroll, I got hitters, I pay them commission. Interrogated by detectives, won't tell them I did it. I told Montana that I love him, on Dave, I meant it. Put 20,000 on his head, they catching my senate. Get on my knees on side the bed, like Father, forgive me. Was selling.
I'm just going to pause it real quick. I'm going to try my best not to pause it too much and just point out parts that I really like. First of all, the flow on this, it's much more subdued. He's kind of chilling a little bit more, which for someone like me who is already again, I'm new to the artist, so I'm getting used to the sound, but then also the accent, which I'm now understanding from all the comments, all the information you guys are giving me, is like a North Louisiana accent. There is an element of distance for me between understanding completely what he's saying and being able to really receive it, right? So I like this one already off the bat because I can understand it a lot better. It seems slower, and it seems like he's kind of taking his time with it. And his voice doesn't seem like it's altered as much on this. Now, artists transform over time. They try different things, as they should. Why would they, especially this guy, who seems to have a new project every 6 months, it seems like. When I look at the timestamps, I'm like, does this guy ever stop making music? I saw a couple of you comment on that and let me know he's in house arrest, so he's putting out a lot of stuff because he's at home, right? But yeah, imagine if you were putting out that much music and you didn't change the sound, you didn't play around with the delivery speed and just rhyme pattern, anything, right? So but I like the sound on this a lot because I can actually follow along. I don't really need the lyrics as much. I'm going to keep them anyways, just in case there's terms or there's an accent part that I don't catch right away. And I just laughed at the beginning when he said, I turned the preacher daughter bad. I thought that was funny.
Knees on side the bed like Father, forgive me. Was selling weed, fucked up my profit, I ain't make $1. The fame getting to my niggas, I cut out my partners. Before I call on you, I put my trust up in his chopper. Moving like he can't get touched real quick, I bet I stop him. Nigga ain't give me shit, but hand out like I owe him some. I don't give a fuck, all if we step together, I'll show you something. Bitches think they slick, they all deceived, so I never love them. Bree was my first love, but she changed, so I never trust him.
That's the second time in a song I've heard him say that women deceive. So we're definitely seeing like a theme through his music of trust issues. You know, it's so interesting. Like somebody was sharing a story about how his dad got sentenced to 55 years in prison for armed robbery, and it was his brother, so I guess YoungBoy's uncle, that snitched on him. And when that's your backstory, that's what you grew up around. Like so much of what fundamentally makes us, we learn when we're kids, right? Like I know everyone wants to think we're unique and we kind of make our own way and we make our own decisions. But I ask you simple questions. Why do you listen to the music you listen to? Why do you have the political beliefs that you have? Why are you the religion you are? And 90% of the time, there are people who explore the world and they make the choices for themselves. That exists. But 90% of the time, it's the same thing you were born into. You'll be the same religion as your family. You'll most likely be the same political belief as your family. And you'll listen to the music that either your friends listen to or that was popular in your region that you grew up in. It's just how it works, right? So when that is at the core of this guy's story, trust issues are going to be like a major element in his life. And then you guys can fill me in on the story if there's other things that specifically happened to him that cause him trust issues. But that to me kind of is something that I'm feeling in a lot of his music as a theme.
This the files of a nigga who ain't never bleed. This the story of a child who was in them streets. Why the fuck I'm taking care of them? They ain't do shit for me. Why the fuck I'm showing you so much love and bitch you leaving me? Keandre dead, the only thing I think about is Tyler. I'm full of pain, but wake up every morning and I'm smiling. They think I'm dumb, you got me fucked up, I got plenty knowledge. They don't give a fuck about how I feel, they don't know my problem. Just cause you around me, I ain't forget about everything you said. I let some shots off in the air for all my niggas dead. Do anything in the world for you, I'm living red. Showing love to them niggas, they might bust my head. Mad about a gun before effect, bitch, I won't do you nothing. Mad that I'm up, but you remember, you ain't give me nothing. I ain't give up on my mission, fuck you mean, bitch, I was steady hustling. Handing all you niggas money, bitch, and I was steady struggling. Montana know about my pain and everything.
That line hits me hard. I don't know the whole story. I had a situation where, it was someone that I was with for a very long time. It ended badly. She betrayed that trust. She cheated on me, and it was just this toxic situation that I kept getting pulled back into. But that part hits me hard because handing all you people money and I'm steady struggling, and right before that he's kind of like going through like this list of like him being betrayed and deceived and stuff. And I'm telling you, like, I've been there where like I understand this type of personality because I think I'm similar. Like, even when I'm going through a hard time, I knew this other person, even though they had wronged me, I knew they were struggling, and I just felt I felt like this urge and this obligation almost to help that person. So that line hits hard for me. And this is a great thing about art. It doesn't need to be the exact same story as his story, but because he said something that enticed a reaction in me, it immediately is something I can relate to, and I really like that. I love the sound of this so far, and the content is awesome. This was a great recommendation.
Again before effect, bitch, I won't do you nothing. Mad that I'm up, but you remember, you ain't give me nothing. I ain't give up on my mission, fuck you mean, bitch, I was steady hustling. Handing all you niggas money, bitch, and I was steady struggling. Montana know about my pain and everything I told him. I told him watch what he was saying, but shit, I had to fold him. Up in that cell, bitch, I was crying with no one to hold me. Young boy soldier, I remember what my grandpa told me. Batty boy, if you cross, I'ma take your life. I'm full of drugs, so I'ma die if I get caught tonight. Tell my little brother and my sons it's gonna be alright. NBA into the end, it's a way of life. Young nigga filling up his arm with some hair on. He was a bandit as a child, screaming red rum. You spill it backwards, what that mean, nigga? Murder. Living wrong and right, trusting nobody till it's time come. Your ex exposed you, now you.
I would love an explanation on that part. he says, I remember what my grandpa told me, and then he kind of went into this accent. So I'd love to know specifically what that accent is like. I don't want to take a guess and sound stupid or ignorant. But yeah, let me know in the comments what that accent is. That was interesting. I don't think I've heard that specific, dialect before. Yeah, red rum murder. That's used by a lot of people. I mean, I think, what's that from? Is that from The Shining? Is that from something else? I don't remember. Anyways, it's used a lot. So that's why when he said that, I recognize that right away.
Man, like I would never hear. Where I come from, I gotta keep this bitch up on my expose you. Now you mad like living wrong and right, trusting nobody till it's time come. Your ex expose you, now you mad like I would never hear. Where I come from, I gotta keep this bitch up on my hip. Mama, forgive me for all them times I used to trip. Know it's a purpose in this world why I need to live. It ain't too long. You don't give a fuck about me, bitch. I did something for all y'all. Y'all got me fucked up. Off the flip, I ain't got a smile in nobody's face. Y'all tell me about all y'all problems. Y'all don't ask how I'm feeling, huh? Bitch, I been feeling like I'm finna die. Bitch, I cry alone. This for all them young niggas who gone and all them people who miss their babies. You hear me? Fuck everybody who in mine. Y'all ain't making my life no better. Gang. Young nigga filling up his arm with some heroin. He was a bandit as a child, screaming red. You spell it backwards, what that mean, nigga? Murder. Living wrong and right, trusting nobody till his time come. Boy, if you cross,
so good at this sound,
I'm
this style of singing.
So I'ma die if I get caught tonight. Tell my little brother and my sons it's gonna be alright. NBA into the end, it's a way of life.
That was cool. In this last one, he flipped. I'm gonna pull this back a touch because I just want to hear what he was about to do. I cut him off there, so we'll let it play out. I like that he flipped the order in which he said it when he's singing that with that accent. That last part of the song hit me really hard because it is the definition of a person who's giving and caring, and they will always attract takers. People who will take your generosity, will take your kindness, will take your empathy, your sympathy, your efforts, your money, your whatever, and they will never give you take your energy and never give you any energy back, right? That part hit me really hard because that's tough. And then like right after that, he said, you guys tell me about all your problems. Nobody asks how I'm feeling. I feel like I'm dying. I cry alone. Wow. That was, I don't want to say anything more because I feel like I'll just take away from it. That was awesome.
Sons, it's gonna be alright. NBA into the end, it's a way of life.
I do want to say, like, I think I'm noticing a pattern too. Like, I was definitely tired in the last one, and so, just having eaten, having a chance to kind of chill before I did this one, I definitely felt like this was a much better reaction for me. But I also want to say that notice that the beat on this was very simple, and I just think that for me, because all the things I mentioned where I already have some hurdles in understanding fully, the accent, the terminology, things that I have to continue getting used to. When the beat is also busy, I think it just takes me away from fully understanding the music, from like fully understanding his lyrics, and it makes it harder for me to appreciate what's going on. But I think it was a great suggestion to have the lyrics up because then when I do get lost, at least I can kind of keep up with the gist of it. But this was an awesome suggestion. I really enjoyed that. Thank you to all of you who commented for me to react to Preach in the comments. I really appreciate it. This was a good one. This is one that I would put on my playlist, right? For sure. So I really appreciate that. Thank you guys for spending your time with me. I hope you have an awesome day, and I'll see you next time.